Nixie, and today we're in my slightly small kitchen because we're going to be looking at some Miniverse food. So I've got one of these, Miniverse Make It Mini Food Diner Series 3, and then two of these, Cafe Series 2. So essentially, ever since I learnt about the whole Pinhole system to know what's inside these capsules, every time I've been in town and gone to a shop that has these, I've been there looking like a crazy lady, rummaging through the box and checking all the capsules to see the ones that I specifically want. And all three of these ones today, I think, have a similar sort of theme with the foods they've got inside. And at the end, you can obviously judge if you think I've made good choices. Alright, so I'm going to start with one of these two, and I don't remember which one is which, so it's going to be a surprise to me out of the two choices which one I open first. And let's go with this one. And just for reference, this one does have the pinhole in the top corner of this little picture here. Right, so let's get it open. Right, so inside this one is safety guides in various languages, the collector's guide which we'll look at in a minute, and 5 bags. Now there is a quite strong smell of resin when I open the capsule, so I'm hoping nothing's leaked. It'd be the first for Miniverse for me if it has, but let's just hope nothing's wrong. Right, so we'll open this one because it's just going to be the cutlery, I think, so probably not that interesting. And yes, we've got the tweezers, a spoon, and the topper for the cloche, which just fits in here. So next up, I think this is the resin, and oh no, it's not. So it's a sort of pot of sprinkles essentially. It's white, red, and green, and it says Pico de Gallo. I'm sorry if that's pronounced wrong, but I now think I know which one this is going to be. And in the next bag we have, so it's a turquoise bowl with a little triangle design and a little white bowl that goes inside. Maybe you can guess what this is. Okay, this one will be the resin. So it's cheese. We have cheese. And the last bag is tortilla chips. So here we are. We are making nachos. So just a quick look at the collector's guide. Now you can see this one's blank here. It's because this was wave 1 of series 2. So drinks I was definitely avoiding. I've had a drink previously and it wasn't quite Barbie scale in my opinion. It was a touch big, so I wanted to stick with food items. So next page, quite a lot of blanked out ones. And then on the final page, those are my nachos. So the instructions for the nachos don't actually resemble the picture for them. It essentially looks like you just put the nachos in, chuck some cheese on, put some of that, I guess, salsa in there, and that's it. So in the picture, it sort of shows the nachos with cheese and then sprinkles on top. It didn't mention putting sprinkles on them, but we're going to do that. I think it looks quite nice. I think, though, these sprinkles, it's something maybe I'm going to keep in here, like when I'm not using, because it just looks like you freely put them in this bowl, and obviously they're loose, they're going to get everywhere. So it's kind of a, when you want to play with them, use them. When you're not playing with them, put them back in the tub. Right, so let's just get the nachos open and see what they look like. Okay, so those are quite cute. We get a decent amount. I like the shape of them. They've sort of got that little bit of a curve. They are solid, kind of only one colour though. So maybe, I don't know, I always find nacho chips tend to have like sort of darker speckling to them. But it's cute. So here's what they look like in the bowl. And there's just part of me wondering, is it possible to get the resin on and not have them stick to the bowl? It's just that this bowl was really cute. It had the little triangle pattern on, and I kind of hate not to be able to have it separate. I wonder what I can do. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to work, but I've kind of cut out a bit of paper to put at the bottom, and then I'm going to put the nachos on that, and hopefully the resin will only drip down to this if I'm really careful. You know, you could probably spend forever trying to arrange those. Right, let's just go for it, try the cheese. Now I imagine you probably are meant to use a spoon for this, but I want to use a spoon for the sprinkles, so. Right, this is quite thick and very yellow. It actually looks almost a bit like a slightly yellow version of honey. But, oh great, I've already got some on the bowl, this is not going well. You know what, I'm gonna have to do this closer to my face. I'm sorry, I can't do this on camera. Wow, that was stressful, but I think I've got it reasonably evenly, and I think I'm safe. And the little white bowl is cheese-free, and hopefully the blue bowl is also cheese-free. And now let's probably ruin it by, yes, putting on way too much. Okay, so we went for a decent amount all the way around. And apparently I just can't do anything on camera because, yeah, I need things close to my eyes. So that's now under UV light, but I did save a couple of nachos because I thought we could at least maybe make one, like, as if it's got some dip in it. So if I just blob some cheese on, and then let's try and put a few sprinkles on. The other two, I might try sticking them together with some cheese. So sort of blob like that. I set that and then put a bit more cheese on top. Okay, so this is now set, and did it work? Yay! So I've got a few that are still loose, but that's essentially exactly what I wanted to be able to sort of reuse this plate. So I've removed the paper, put the loose ones in, and then we can just pop on top our circle of stuck ones. So here it is with the salsa poured in the bowl, and here's our separate nachos. So we can just add those in, and then our Barbie can sort of eat some separately. Alright, I'm actually pleased with that. I think it doesn't look too bad. We've kept both bowls separate, and we have some that are for individual eating. So now let's open the next capsule. So let's get it open, and inside we have another 5 bags, and I do wonder if you can guess what this is going to be. So it's also Cafe Series 2 and also Wave 1, so you've seen the collector's guide. What food item would I think might be in a similar vein to nachos? So in this bag, got just tweezers and the cloche top. The resin is squeezy mustard. You probably got a good idea now. And I just remembered I forgot to show you the pinhole for this one, so it's at the bottom corner of this picture. Right, next up is some hot dog buns. We then have hot dog sausages. And finally, the thing I'm most excited about, it's the hot dog tray. I'm sorry, but how cute is that? It's like a sort of balloon animal style dog. Here he is, he's so cool. Now this one should be a lot less stressful than that last one. We have bun, sausage, mustard, set. All good. Now we do get 2 buns, so if I messed up one, I've got another chance. And it's quite nice, so we've got sort of darker on the outside and then they're pale on the inside. They've got slight sort of flex to them. They're not solid plastic. We get 4 sausages, so more than we need. They do have a nice little sort of char grilled texture on them, and again these are quite sort of flexible. Right, so let's try it. Hot dog in the bun, mustard, and we are gonna try and pour. Should I put this on something? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put this on the table. Right, so let's just hope that this works. Come on, come out. It's not coming. Okay, come on. That's too much. It's something. Right, I have wiped this off 3 times now and tried again, and it's just not looking great, so we're just gonna go with this attempt. And there was me thinking this one was gonna be a bit more simple, but it was too runny. That was just too runny. It was never gonna work. I'm not sure quite how this paper works because it's quite big, so maybe we'll just not bother and just put our hot dog in there. And it still looks cute in its like red hot dog stand. So I think we're going to stick with one plain, and maybe I can figure out a different way of doing some mustard or ketchup at some point, and one that's actually done. Okay, so the last capsule, and this one has a very direct link to the previous one, obviously hoping that my pinhole is correct, so it's the one at the bottom corner of the picture of cheese. Will this peel any better than the previous 2? Yay! And then this one. Oh no, so close. Now I'm slightly worried considering I didn't maybe do the best job with those ones, and this is the Dine series, so possibly a little bit more involved than the Cafe series. Inside we get a table. So this is what we get inside, and this does not at all feel like what I thought it is, which I am so sad about. But we shall persevere and open it up. So we have a fork, cloche top, tweezers. We have for the resin, extra virgin olive oil. Definitely not the one that I thought it was. In this one, we have a bowl. I know what this one is now, but it's not the one I wanted. We've got some pasta. I'm not saying this one isn't cute, it just wasn't the one I thought it was. Then there is a pack of tomatoes. In here is a jar of herbs, so just some green sprinkles. And in the final one we have some leaves, I don't know, basil maybe? Okay, I don't know how well this is going to show on screen, and if my phone doesn't, I'll just put a screenshot of this over the top. But the Pinhole by the cheese is meant to be the crunchy tacos with the dinosaur holder, which would have looked great with my hot dog holder. Look how cute that is. Instead, we've got the pesto fusilli, which is meant to have the Pinhole here. So yeah, if you know how to find the tacos, please let me know, because apparently, wrong Pinhole. Teach me for trusting random guides on the internet. Right, well, here's a look at the guide anyway. So, got sort of sweet things. And then on this side we've got the savoury. And I guess I'm kind of glad I got a savoury, but I wanted the dinosaur tacos. Right, let's see how we're making this. So, pasta, some of the olive oil, sprinkles, tomatoes, leaves, set, let's go. I mean, again, it's a nice bowl, but maybe we just have to use this one. So, pasta out of the box. Here's cute little swirly bits. So, let's just chuck them all in. Probably quite a big bowl of pasta for the Barbies, but you know what? I always quite like a big bowl of pasta. So I guess we just drizzle this olive oil on. Now what's about a nozzle? This is the kind of nozzle I needed for the hot dog stuff. Sorry, kind of knocked everything over there in my excitement. Annoyingly, I also think I've used most of that cheese up with all my attempts, so I couldn't maybe even try and change nozzles to get a finer thing. Come on out now, don't fail me. Come on. Urgh. The only problem, sometimes they are quite hard to squeeze, these resin bottles. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how much we're meant to put on. Maybe we now just go for popping some tomatoes in. They do look a lot. I'm sure I've had cherries that look quite like this from the Miniverse before. Maybe we just scatter a bit of green as well. And then place some of the little leaves. Like I said, I assume they're probably basil. I don't think we necessarily want too many of those. Alright, so just before I reveal it behind here, I'm going to admit something. I thought I'd add a little bit more olive oil. I thought there was a little gap and put some more of those green sprinkles on. No, bad idea. I'm not having much luck. I poured quite a lot of green sprinkles on by accident. So essentially I kind of tipped all the pasta out and gave it a mix and got rid of some, and it's looking okay. So here it is. Now it doesn't look too bad, and I don't mind that the pasta now looks like it's more coated because it's been mixed about a bit. So yeah, sometimes with issues comes better results. It does look quite an effective bowl of pasta, I'll give it that. And here are all the foods together, and I think the nachos ended up the most successful in the end. I mean, the pasta looks fine, don't get me wrong, it's not dino tacos. So yes, until we got the pasta, it had meant to be a trio of sort of more party snack food theme, but no, pasta. But let's finish with a quick size comparison to Barbie. So next to show you here, the pasta bowl is quite big, but people do like big bowls of pasta. I don't think that's too unreasonable. And the fork is a good size for her. The hot dog and cheese are right to hold out, although I don't know if you found slightly weak wrists. I've got like curvies. There seems to be an issue with their wrists. And there's the nachos, which again, really good for Barbie, I think. But anyway, thank you for watching my latest attempt at Miniverse food. For some reason, it just always doesn't go quite to plan. But do let me know what you thought about my choices and the choice I should have had, the dino tacos. Nothing wrong with pesto, just not what we were aiming for with this video. But if you did enjoy watching me struggle yet again with Miniverse food, please do hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, do subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!